Alright, so I'm gonna do a quick weekly outlook for what I expect for the next weekly candle for DXY. So um, if we start from the monthly time frame, right, we can see that DXY very disgusting price action, but we can see that DXY has been in a range for the last last year. DXY has been on a monthly range, so in terms of the monthly, no high time frame bias, right? We've swept this monthly buy side, and then we've seen a massive bearish reaction, right? And we just came back into the range. So even a weekly time frame, right? Nothing too high probability. Swept this monthly buy side. We weekly just consolidated, and then we start to see bearish order flow on the daily time frame after this monthly buy side sweep, and now we're currently consolidating inside of this weekly bullish fair value gap and this inversion as well. And yeah, if you can see, we're also trading inside of this weekly candles range, the 13th of April. So the last 2 weeks we've just been consolidating, right? From this high to this low, price has just been stuck in this range. So on a weekly time frame, not really anything too high probability, just in a high time frame consolidation. You can also see that we swept the previous week's high and we swept the previous week's low, close back inside the range, which is a sign of a seek and destroy profile. And you can just see on the 4-hour time frame, price has just been back and forth ever since we've had this large move. Even here, consolidation, super buy side, traded lower, consolidated, and then we just had the massive drop here due to some Trump news. So pretty shit price action the last few months for DXY. Even here, consolidation, push up, consolidation. So but what I expect for next week on DXY, the obvious bias would be to expect lower, because we have had a previous week high sweep and then displaced lower, and now we formed a daily order block and a daily fair value gap, and then we have these high time frame equal lows. So the obvious bias would be to look for shorts from this daily fair value gap, right, which is something that I am also aware of. That's something that could play out, but something that I do want to put towards your attention is that we have these high time frame equal highs. So and on Friday we swept the previous day low, closed back inside of the range. So another possibility is that we could on Monday already see bullish continuation after taking out the previous day low and closing this bullish with all these high time frame equal highs here. And this move lower could just be bait for to bait people to get short into the market, right? So what I think is could also be likely, and I think is probably the even more likely scenario, is that we close above this daily bearish fair value gap, and then we see price use this as an inversion, and then we continue into the buy side and then take out these high time frame equal highs, because this is too perfect or too much of a coincidence in my opinion to see price to see a bearish continuation before taking out these highs. But if we see a bearish reaction, for example, if Monday sweeps the previous day high and then we see a bearish candle closure and we see a clear bearish order flow on the hourly time frame, right, then there's also likely that we will just sell off and come and take out these lows, and then maybe if we take out these lows, then we'll see price come back for these highs eventually. But right now, and this is mainly I'm gonna go into euro and pound in a second. The main reason I do think that we might see bullishness on DXY heading into next week is because of what I'm seeing on euro and pound right now. But yeah, nothing too much on DXY. If we get that daily candle formation on Monday or Tuesday from this daily fair value gap, then I'll be interested in shorting. If we don't see any bearish reaction to the daily fair value gap, and even better if we close above, then I'll be interested in longs towards these highs, because then this is a buy side sell side sweep, and we have these higher time frame equal highs with a daily with a weekly fair value gap as well, which is likely to be tested before we see continuation lower. So if you go into euro, so what I'm seeing on euro, right, is that we've tested the discount of the range, right, and we've tapped this weekly fair value gap, right. So the previous we swept these 2 weekly lows, and then we've seen price push up, right. But if you look at the higher time frame context of what price has done, where we took out these lows, but then we also haven't tapped this daily imbalance, right. We've thrown around the daily fair value gap, and then we've seen price push up higher. And what I'm starting to think this is likely is that this push up that we've seen throughout Thursday and Friday is likely a buy side manipulation, right, to stop all the people that are short from this move down here, and anyone that missed their TP towards this daily fair value gap, they get stopped out. Any late shorts from this move down, for example, they also get stopped out. And then now this candle here was likely manipulation to stop out all the shorts, and then we start to see all the longs start to pile in, right. So if people go long from these bullish candles, their stops are likely somewhere around here, down here, all of these lows, right. So what I'd be expecting is we just seen as I'm speaking 30 pip gap to the upside, right. It's crazy, but what I'm thinking is likely, depending on what Monday does here, is that we have this 4-hour order block, right. And what we did is we swept all this high time frame monthly, all this high time frame daily buy side into this daily order block, and we've seen a massive candle rejection from it. So if Monday is also this Monday candle also has a flat open, right, that we just opened. So if we start to see price come into this hourly imbalance, for example, this 4-hour order block that we just formed, and we start to see rejection, then we can anticipate that Monday could already be high of the week, and then we can already look for shorts back into this previous week low, and then the 4-hour we basically have equal lows as well. So longs powered up, stops here, price pushes up one more time, takes out all the sellers, and then then we start to see the true move. So what I'm waiting here is some sort of confirmation, right. What would actually be good here, now that we have this rally up higher into this 4-hour order block and fair value gap, is if we start to see bearishness, for example, hourly fair value gap forms, close below the hourly fair value gap, make a new low, then this would be a confirmation of a second leg, right. And then this is likely a bearish AMD. So accumulation, manipulation, and then now we're going into the sell side of the curve on a market maker sell model, and then you can just look for continuation shorts if we can confirm bearishness from here, right. Short this with invalidation here, and then TP here for 2 to 3R, or these high time frame equal lows. So that's the main thing that I'm looking, right. If you look at on euro as well, we've had the same formation, right. We have this previous day high sweep, very bearish closure. We also took out some high time frame buy side. Same thing here, right. Daily swing high, sweep above a daily swing high, very bearish closure. So and if you also look at pound, right, if you look at pound, euro, we do have a bullish SMT, right. We took out these lows, and then pound failed to take out the lows and then pushed higher. But what did pound do? This bullish SMT took out this high time frame buy side, and then now we're starting to reject off of this high time frame buy side. And if you look at the dates, right, from the 17th of April, euro has failed to take out the 17th of April highs, DXY has failed to take out the 17th of April lows, but pound has taken out the 17th of April highs. So what this can be is a potential bullish SMT, right. where prices, where the correlating assets is taken out buy side, but then the other pairs, the lagging pairs, they're feigning to take it out, and then we can see bearish sell off here. So yeah, that's the main thing I'm looking for. If we can get some sort of confirmation from this 4-hour order block on euro, and then we can target these equal lows here, right? Accumulation, manipulation, distribution, and then on DXY I'm kind of looking for the same thing, right? We formed the 4-hour fair value gap. So if you get DXY gaps lower into the 4-hour fair value gap order block and then shows some sort of bullish confirmation, then we can look to go long here. And then we also have a flat open on that 4-hour candle, and then we have these high time frame equal highs on the capital feed. So that's the main thing I'm looking for. If Monday can be a potential bullish continuation from this Friday closure, same thing here. If Monday can be a continuation from this Friday closure, if not, then likely no trade, because I'm not really too interested in longs until I see the Monday candle close. If Monday gives a if Monday comes into this daily fair value gap on DXY and rejects, then I would be somewhat interested because of these high time frame equal lows. But for now, I'm more interested in looking for longs on DXY and shorts on euro, especially because we haven't taken out these lows, and then pound as well, because we have these equal lows. We have a potential bullish, bearish SMT. Friday gave the candle closure to likely confirm this potential bearish free bar swing. If we can confirm Monday to displace lower from these bearish key levels. And then if you look at pound as well, we also have, if you use premium to discount as well, we haven't tapped the discount on pound yet. So say pound sells off here, closes below the daily fair value gap, then likely we can come and sweep these lows into the discount. Euro, confirm this. Also, if you look at euro pound, euro should also give the better shorts, right? So we can even see a deeper pullback on euro, potentially even fill the whole daily imbalance. But yeah, and then maybe see bullishness from here, right? But yeah, that's the main game plan that I'm looking for. See if we can see Monday to be bearish continuation from this 4-hour order block, maybe a London high of the day potentially. And if you look at the economic calendar as well, right, we have NFP on Friday, right? So for NFP weeks, you want to look for something early in the week, right? So Monday tradable day, Tuesday tradable day, Wednesday tradable day, Thursday is usually accumulation day prior to NFP, right? Build up, generate liquidity. So that's likely an accumulation day, and then Friday can be manipulation or distribution, depending on what the NFP news does. But yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, if there's a clear high time frame narrative behind it, then you can trade those days ahead of NFP. But yeah, because of the framework that we have on the daily, right, I want to see price come into the daily imbalance, and we've seen this Friday candle formation and form the daily 4-hour order block. I want to see if we can confirm the second leg here, and then see if Monday can form a high of the day here, and then we can look to go short and take out all of these high time frame lows here, these lows. And yeah, that's my game plan. Euro pound has all these equal lows here, so Euro be better shorts. If you look at USD CAD, if DXY decides to give the confirmation for shorts instead of longs, then USD CAD will also be a good pair to trade, right? Because we have these high time frame equal lows, high time frame monthly equal lows, 3 January, February, and March lows. So if we sell off from this daily imbalance, then it's likely we will come and take out all of these lows here. If DXY is also bearish and wants to take out all of these lows, so yeah, that's mainly what I'm looking out for. Check out the other pairs, even though I don't really trade them. Nothing here. This could probably sell off after this buy side sweep and take out these lows, but nothing here. Nothing here. Nope. Potential bearish S&T here. But yeah, nothing on yen pairs as well. I do think we'll eventually come and take out all of these lows, maybe from this daily fair value gap. Potentially, but yeah, equal lows here. So we've already taken out the highs, so we could potentially sell off and take out these lows, but yeah, nothing that I trade here anyway. It looks like your odds will see another run lower here, right, to take out these lows. We've had a buy side run and we've seen price start to sell off here, so if I was to trade this one, I would look for a run above this high into this 4-hour fair value gap and then see if we can get confirmation to sell off into these lows. So this pair doesn't actually look too bad. This one as well probably takes out these lows after running out this high into the daily fair value gap. Check out oil quick. Oil looks pretty bullish, right? If you look at the higher time frame, we have this high and we have these higher time frame equal highs. We've taken out the sell side here and we've seen immediate bullish reaction towards it as well. And it kind of looks like a market maker buy mode on the 4-hour as well. So swept this low and we've seen price to remain bullish this whole time, right? So I would expect, maybe you can take out some of these lows, but I would expect price to eventually come and take out these high time frame equal highs. So 120 would be the draw, and then 130 would be the next draw for oil. But yeah, nothing clear on the, nothing too clear in terms of what I would look for to go long. Maybe potentially run out this low, which is the daily fair value gap, right? Sweep this low and then see if maybe potential 1 to 4 hour turns bullish from here, and then look to go long, and then you can long something like this. This is what I would take. Then that would actually be a really good trade. But yeah, nothing too high probability on oil. Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin eventually tapped the monthly fair value gap like I was expecting, right? We saw price to take out this this high here, right, into the premium, but because we still had the monthly fair value gap, right, I wasn't too sure if we were gonna sell off here. But yeah, we've seen price bait shorts here, right? Price turned bearish from the sweep, retraced back into the range, and then swept this low, and then we saw price to flip bullish again, right? So yeah, now that we're trading inside the monthly fair value gap and we have the new monthly candle open, right, very likely that we're going to see price to come and run the previous month's high, right? So if I was to look for shorts here, I would wait for price to run above the previous month's high and then see if we get a bearish reaction from here, right? So yeah, I would look for something like this, and then if you see a strong bearish reaction from running this high, a clear deviation, then you can just get short somewhere around here, and then you can target all of these lows, right? Lots of low resistant lows, and my drawn liquidity on Bitcoin is still this low, 50k low, 49k, and 59k, right? Look at all these monthly all this monthly liquidity that's been generated over the past few months, right? And we're seeing price to give a nice rally up higher, which is probably baiting people into going long here. So if price is generating all this liquidity here, and price is essentially baiting out people to go long, right? Because of this bullish structure, price making higher highs into a higher time frame key level. Eventually price is just going to give a large sell off from this key level to take out all this low resistant liquidity. So yeah, same thing here, right? but this wasn't as prolonged as this here, right? But yeah, price generating by sell side liquidity, getting buyers to go long, and then boom, nice manipulation. The large displacement candle, people are probably even going long here, thinking, okay, cool, we're breaking out of the range, and then boom, see a sell off. So far we haven't had really a large displacement candle, maybe here, but yeah, if we get a large candle above here, baiting people into going long, then we see a sharp rejection lower, then that's probably the first signs that we're going to start turning bearish and take out all of these lows. So yeah, that's essentially what I'd wait for on Bitcoin. Same with Ethereum, right? Maybe form a SMT, but ideally another push higher on Ethereum and potentially tap into the daily fair value gap, resting inside of the premium, potentially even at OTE range. OTE is a bit too far, but yeah, potentially tap this daily fair value gap, run this high one more time, and then sell off. And then gold, goodness me, rejecting off of this weekly fair value gap, but then so nothing too clear, to be honest. We inverted this fair value gap here, but we have had a run of this low, so if gold closes above the daily inversion and this daily fair value gap, right, after sweeping the sell side, then there's a framework to look for longs and take out all of these low resistant highs, right? If you go on a 4-hour time frame, if we start to see price to flip bullish after taking out this low, then we have all of these low resistant highs that price can target, right? Get above, then consolidate, then at another AMD, right? And then yeah, you can just long into all of these highs. But yeah, right now, yeah, this pair's fries. It's not really, it's just been consolidation after we've had this large massive drop here. Even here we've had a massive prolonged consolidation, so it's nothing really too high probability here on gold. Even silver as well, massive consolidation. So yeah, these pairs are kind of fries right now. And then NQ as well, took out the monthly lows, which I was been saying for the longest time, right? And then we've seen this insane high time frame bull run. So same for NQ, nothing really, unless you scalp this, there's nothing really to trade here. Same, yes, yeah, nothing really. Probably taps the daily imbalance, and then we can see higher. Maybe ES taps it, NQ doesn't because of how far away the imbalance is, and then we see price push up higher. But yeah, this is more like a scalper market. Maybe focus on a 1 to 4 hour time frame. Like, you can look for longs for this daily fair value gap. If we sweep the highs, then you can look for shorts back to the daily fair value gap or these lows, for example. So yeah, main plays for me, euro shorts from, if we can confirm the lowest sell from here and then take out all of these lows. Pound I wouldn't really short because of the daily fair value gap. If we close below the daily fair value gap, then I'd be interested in shorts. And then DXY, 4-hour fair value gap is what I'm looking for higher. If we reject the daily fair value gap, then I'd reevaluate the bias. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm looking for next week.